Morning, guys. This is just a real quick video, a real quick kind of touch base with you. I've sent emails. You've looked at my webpage, hopefully, at this point, so you kind of have an idea of what's going on. But these are just kind of some extra details, things that might have been missed, things you didn't understand. First of all, this is for the week of March 30th through April 4th, so this week. So what I'm expecting, because we had that week off before spring break, there was work that was due during that week. Excuse me.
Update classroom phone and call Cynthia extension 4005.
Sorry.
Becky Harvey, call Cynthia 4005.
So we have, that kind of idea of what was due that week. So what you needed to have done that week before spring break was vocab 8. All right. The annotations to Rhyme of the Ancient Mariner. Remember that front page that you worked on in class. You're annotating for all those literary devices. Okay. And the reading through chapter 16 in Frankenstein. So those were the three things that you needed to have done that particular week before spring break. Okay. So what I'm expecting, and some of you have sent me work online, and that's fantastic. What I'm expecting to be turned in here this week on Thursday or Friday is vocab 7 and the annotations for Rhyme of the Ancient Mariner. So you can turn those both into the office. The office is going to be open on Thursdays from 12 to 6 and Fridays 8 to 2. So you can get those turned in on whatever time, come in, drop them off. Make sure, guys, everything is clearly labeled. I sent an email this morning. Please label everything clearly so I know what it is and where it's coming from. If I can't figure out where it is or what it is or where it's coming from, then I'm not going to grade it. It's not going to go in the grade book as collected. Okay, it's on you to get that taken care of. Also, please realize that if you send me files, make sure your files are clearly labeled. You rename the file itself. Rename the file with your name on it, period, whatever that might be, so that way I'm able to identify it. Otherwise, I have a computer full of files that say vocab, and I don't know who's who or where's where. All right, so just kind of know that and keep that in mind. All right, so name, period, the name of the assignment, and my name if necessary. If you're turning it in electronically, you don't need my name on it. If you're turning it into the office, you need my name on it. Okay, so just be aware of that. Make sure you get that all taken care of. All right. One problem, and lots of the questions that I'm getting, is that you guys are not reading directions. Okay. When you go to my webpage, the first place you need to go is that box that says, a block that says, please read first. Should be obvious. Read it first. It'll give you kind of a general overview of what's coming up and what you need. And that's general. It's general for both my classes. All right. Then you will go to English 4. All right. The English 4 block that's there. And you will look the first two blocks that are there. The first one, it says closure assignment listing. Basically what that block is are list of assignments that are due and the dates that they're due on. Okay. The dates that they're expected to be due. Here's the situation. This is iffy because we have this situation with, work being turned in here and there and so on and so forth. Please realize that the dates that I provide for you, why they say due date, in many regards, you should have them completed by that day. Okay. Due dates are something that's totally different. All right. You should have everything completed by the days that are there. So if you follow the calendar and you look at that, that's just a list of when things are due. All right. So don't get confused and say, oh, what is this? This due date, I still have it. It's okay. Just turn it in on Thursday or Friday or email it to me, however you want to do that. But just make sure that you have it completed by that date. That's the whole point, to keep you online. The problem is, guys, is that you're not reading the directions and you're looking at an assignment and you're not necessarily paying attention to things, and you need to look specifically at them. And I got to tell you, this is going to be very, very difficult for some of you because you don't have me there to explain every aspect to you. So my first piece of advice, every assignment you come by, read the directions carefully. Same rules apply, guys. You still have to do it in pen. Okay. You can type it if you'd like, and that's all right. but you got to read the directions, and that's one of those things, because I'm in these emails, I'm answering the same question over and over and over again, and it's very simple. If you just read the directions, you would know exactly what you need to do. All right, so read the directions carefully, and that should be your first priority. Whenever you open up an assignment, whenever you look at the calendar and says, okay, go here, read the directions first. Okay, I'm trying to be as thorough as I can with the directions. If you don't understand fully, talk to someone else in the class, chat with someone, text someone, do whatever. And if they have the same questions, then both of you get a hold of me. Okay, and I can answer both your questions, or I can answer one question for multiple people. All right. So just kind of understand that, read the directions carefully. Also, too, I will be setting up a Zoom account. So if you don't have Zoom, download it, because next week we will start with kind of weekly meetings. So I'm going to meet with each period each day. So, period 1 and 2 on Monday, period 3 and 4 on Tuesday, whatever. I'll send out a schedule to you later this week once I kind of get a better grip on Zoom itself. So expect that. My office hours are my office hours, and I try to stick to those. They're 4 hours a day. It's 8 to 10 in the morning, and then 12 to 2 in the afternoon for those of you who like to sleep in. If you text me at 5 o'clock or email me, at 5 o'clock, I'm not necessarily going to answer you. Okay. I have my office hours for that reason, to answer any questions you have. Okay. So just kind of keep that in mind, and I'll try to be as clear as I can with that. All right. Again, for those of you who picked up the packet, guys, you have to look at the calendar that's posted on the webpage. The packet is the textbook. If you have your textbook, volume 2, we are working with unit 6 in volume 2. All right. So all the work is there. You don't need the packet itself. Okay. All the work is there for the next 3 weeks up until the 17th. That is what we're going to be doing. We will be working from the text itself. So just know that and keep that in mind. Now, Frankenstein. Okay. 3 weeks we're working from the text. The next 2 weeks you are responsible for having Frankenstein read. You should have had chapter 16 read by the week before spring break. The week we had off, we should have had it read by then. I didn't assign anything over spring break. And this week it's chapters 17 through 20. Next week it's 21 through 24. Okay. In lieu of the journals that we were doing in class, what you're going to be doing for Frankenstein is the Frankenstein study questions, again, which you can find on the webpage, the Frankenstein study questions. So the expectation, I'm not going to collect them weekly. I will collect them as a whole. Okay. However, I would tell you that this week you need to have the questions for 17 through 20 completed, written on a separate sheet of paper or typed up. Okay, 17 through 20 completed, and then next week 21 through 24, and there's a set of continuation questions that are there. They're just kind of general questions about the whole novel. Okay, so by the end of next week, you should have Frankenstein completely read and completely done. All right, and those questions are there to kind of guide you through and to help you maybe reread some things and do some other things like that. So just kind of know that. So we're sticking with the same reading schedule as far as Frankenstein goes. Please realize that on the Frankenstein block on the webpage, there is some information. There's some kind of supplemental information, some videos to help you kind of guide through, and so on and so forth. So just kind of know that you can still look at the Frankenstein block. Okay. But most of the new information coming down to you is going to be in those 2 closure blocks in the English 4 portion of the webpage. All right. So that's all I have to say for today. I know that was long. I apologize. But if you guys have any questions, email me. I'm going to probably, guys, email you daily, sometimes twice a day. Today, you're going to get another email letting you know that I've updated the webpage with this video. So just kind of know that I am going to bug you, and keep that in mind. All right. I hope you guys are doing well. Stay healthy. We'll get through this. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm here to answer any questions you guys might have. Okay? All right. Take care, guys. And I will be posting a weekly video as well.